Reboots are a big part of the reason why my DVD collection is coming to an end. Uh, when half the movies in a theater are reboots, remakes, or sequels, eventually everything just feels the same, and you don't. What's the point? Why would I go see uh, yet another Batman when I've got like fucking 10 Batman movies back there, man, with like 5 different actors playing Batman, and uh, after a while, it's just sort of like, how many times can you do the same characters over and over and over again? And every now and then, though, there's a reboot or a remake that does something that is so different that it warrants existence. We're not talking about one of those movies today, but we are talking about a movie that kind of baffles me. Child's Play, 2019. I have here the complete Chucky collection, everything from the original. The Child's Play 2, 3, Bride, Seed, Curse, and Cult, and the reboot that I didn't care about at all. And the reboot actually kind of pissed me off because Cult of Chucky ended on kind of a cliffhanger. It ended in such a way that I was really excited for another Child's Play movie, which had been a long time since I was excited for another Child's Play movie. And I mean, I've heard rumors that there's supposed to be a TV show that continues on from Cult of Chucky. I haven't heard anything about that in a long time. I don't really care about that. I wanted, like, they kind of set it up for a perfect final Child's Play movie. And for Chucky to go out in kind of an epic way. And instead they were like, no, I have an idea. Let's do a reboot that nobody wants. Nobody asked for. Nobody was clamoring for a Child's Play reboot. But they did something really weird with this movie. It's still Chucky. The names of some of the characters from the original are in the reboot. But this isn't Child's Play. The fact that it's called Child's Play, in fact, is a detriment to it because it's actually a pretty fun movie. But it's not Child's Play. And I don't say that in like, this is not my Chucky kind of thing, This isn't Chucky. He's called Chucky. He bears a similar resemblance to Chucky. But he's not Chucky. Chucky was a doll that was possessed by a serial killer who practiced voodoo. It's a convoluted, silly story, but effective in creating kind of a horror icon that lives kind of, I would rank him with the Freddy Kruegers and the Jason Voorhees and Pinhead and Michael Myers and Leatherface, Candyman, and, all those guys. This is not Chucky. This is a smart doll gone homicidal. In that way, bears more of a resemblance to something like Terminator. Chucky's a kind of a Terminator in this. He's... How do I put this? He's an original character here. He's not Chucky. I know I keep saying that, but if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking. If you watch the original and watch both movies called Child's Play, he's not Chucky. They should have called him Buddy, because he's a buddy doll, and not a good guy doll. He's a buddy doll. with an I at the end because, he's a smart doll. And maybe made him look different. And then they could have done the exact same movie otherwise. The exact same movie. Made him a little bit different. Changed the name of the little boy. Exact same movie, and it wouldn't be Child's Play. People might say, oh, it's a Child's Play ripoff. I wouldn't have, because I would have been like, no, Chucky was possessed. This is a smart doll. Long story short, a guy in, I think it's Vietnam, is working in a factory. He decides he's about to get fired. He decides his boss is an asshole, and he's got nothing to live for. So he fucks with the Chucky doll. And he sends this Chucky doll out, sort of now with his inhibitions taken off. He's a smart doll. He's going to learn like it's programmed to do, but he's going to learn everything. There's no safety protocols. And maybe he's even programmed to be a little bit crazy. He comes off more as a stalker than anything else. He's not, when he sort of latches on to Andy, it's not because he has to put his spirit into the boy's body. He latches on to Andy because he's programmed to. Chucky is actually a fairly sympathetic character in this movie, is voiced by Mark Hamill. There's a scene, it's kind of heartbreaking, really. The kids are watching, I think, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and Chucky, is it that, or when Chucky kills the cat? It's one or the other. But Chucky, Chucky does something horrible. And Andy puts him in the bedroom by himself. And Chucky's just sitting there in the dark on the bed, looking heartbroken. And when Andy opens the door, he's like, what did I do? Because he doesn't know. He's a smart doll. He's a fairly innocent character, actually. Like I said, he's more of a stalker. You feel like he loves this little boy. He truly loves this little boy. And he wants to protect him from the things that make him sad, or the things that prevent them from hanging out. Chucky's jealous of everybody, jealous of his mom, jealous of his friends. It's a cautionary tale about kind of the world we live in. Like, all of our things kind of programmed into one, smart hub kind of a thing. But it's not Child's Play. It is an enjoyable movie. It is better than it has a right to be. I would give this movie, I'd say it's a solid 3. It's not great. It's a little bit forgettable, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. I'm not going to say it's a horror movie, though. My daughter and I had this debate when we watched it. I think it's a sci-fi movie. This is a sci-fi movie. It's about a robot. It's not about something supernatural. That'd be like saying Terminator's a horror movie, or that AI is a horror movie. This is about a smart doll. It's about a robot. And what happens when we program that to have actual feelings, and but without the morals. It's a cautionary tale, like good science fiction should be. It's not the smartest movie in the world, but it's enjoyable. So go out, check this movie out, but maybe try and forget Child's Play. Just look at it as its own thing, because that's really what it always should have been. If anything, I'm knocking off points simply for the connection to the originals.